Hi, my name is Andrew Luck from Behringer. I'm the product support specialist for DJ and recording in the United States. Today I'm here at Full Compass and we're doing a little demo of the new CMD controllers. These are the 5 modular MIDI controllers in the series. There's 7 total controllers in the family. We'll take a closer look at each one of these 5 modular controllers. The first one we're going to look at is the LC1. We'll start off using it in Decadence, and what we've got is different zones assigned to the gross beat functionality, which is basically effects automations or sort of in a beat mashing style. So we'll go ahead and play the track, and then we can trigger different effects automations, glitches, reverses, scratches, with the LC1. And each one of these different colored zones is devoted to the 4 unique decks in Decadence. So the next controller is the Divi one. This is more for a digital vinyl and devoted effects control. Basically, there's 2 sections for devoted effects that will allow you to affect the same effects unit at once. And then there's also an effects section for looping, and you can do that on a sliced level or a 16th, 8th note, quarter note, or half note level, or in a phrase, which would be 1 beat, 4 beats, 8 beats, or 16 beats. We'll go ahead and do a little demo of that. So start with the slicing on the 16th note, and then 8th note, and then a quarter note. And another trick I like to do with the slicing is the actual high and low pass filter. Has a really cool effect. Then a half note. And if we go to the phrasing, we can go to 1 beat, 4 beats, so it's 1 bar loop, and then a 2 bar loop, and then we can go all the way to a 16 bar loop. You can also set hot cues for each track or the track that's playing during the duration, up to 8 cue points per deck. The next controller that we're going to talk about is the CMD MM1. This is a virtual mixer with a layout designed a lot like other DJ mixers. That's really intuitive. It has a crossfader and 4 channels, dials on each channel for 3 bands of EQ, and the way that we have it set up with Decadence and the Tractor TSI file has a high and low pass filter built into the bottom, like a lot of the newer DJ mixers. Each channel has a Q or PFL for the pre-fader listen and monitor, assignable for the crossfader to 1 and 2, so you can go left and right. Has 2 sets of controls for output, a Q volume for your headphone output, a Q mix so that you can preview the whole main mix and the Q in your headphones and balance it. And it also has a push encoder at the top for browsing and left and right buttons. It's really great for browsing files in Decadence or Tractor. As I said, it does come with a Tractor TSI file where we've done all the mapping for you and it's plug and play. With Decadence, it works directly out of the box. The next controller is a standard deck style controller. It's the CMD PL1. It has a touch sensitive platter for wheeling up your tracks. It has standard transport controls, cues, has 8 cue points, has your 100 millimeter pitch fader, which is also assignable to what features you'd like to assign it to. Has deck control for actually changing, it changes the channel, which also allows you to hawk it between the different decks in your DJ software. And with Decadence and Tractor, you have 4 decks. You're able to control up to 4 decks. And it actually eliminates the need to have a second deck unless you're doing multiple turntable tricks at the same time and that kind of thing. You can turn off the touch sensitive, the braking with the scratch and use it just to slow down the track. Use the whole platter if you want to turn that scratch sensitivity off. Or you can have the scratch on for queuing up tracks quickly. It also has 8 encoders at the top, which are fully assignable and come assigned to effects. There's also the tap for BPM programming, a forward and back for transport control, and a plus minus for speeding up and slowing the track down in case you would prefer to play it safe and not use the touch sensitive platter. So the next controller that we're going to take a look at today is the DC one. This controller is actually a sort of a beat style sampler style controller. It features a really deep and fully featured browser in the top, a big push encoder with 8 buttons here at the top, let you move around and change through your file browsing, or you're also able to use this controller with the Redbox support in Ableton Live. So you can browse around in your session view, trigger clips, effects automations, things like that. It has 8 fully assignable encoders at the top, 8 buttons as well, and then the 16 drum style non-velocity sensitive pads. The CMDC one in this case is set up to in decadence with our sampler. We have some tones and Dopplers, laser effects, and more atmospheric stuff. And of course crashes for making your DJ sets more dramatic and also giving it that custom flavor with your own audio samples, drops, and plugs. And that's the basic functionality of the LC1, the DV1, the MM1, the PL1, and the DC1. To learn more about the CMD controllers and the family, go to fullcompass.com or contact your Full Compass sales representative.